Welcome back to the headquarters of Collectibles. I'm your host Al. So I wanted to do a video of what this diorama from XM Studios, Darkseid versus Justice League would look like separated out, which is what I really intended to do under the Alex Ross painting. So without further ado, I got the measuring tape to show you exactly what you would need if you want to do this style displaying. So across, you're looking at a whopping 70 inches of space you're going to need if you're going to attempt to do this type of display this way. I'm going to measure now each individual piece out. So Darkseid himself, from the base, you're looking at approximately 26 inches tall. Off the base, he's actually maybe, I would say close to 18 to 19 inches tall. So he's kind of similar to the XM Darkseid Diorama I have over there. Superman himself, I'm gonna say he's about maybe 13 inches, possibly, maybe 12 inches, give or take. Flash, from top to bottom, you're looking at about 12 inches to 13 inches. The Green Lantern, he's about roughly 13 inches, maybe, a little taller because of the power ring. The Martian Manhunter, he's about the same thing, 12 inches, but off the base, you're looking at probably 17, 18 inches. Go over to Wonder Woman off the base. She's about maybe 16 inches, but she's actually maybe 12 inches. For the Dark Knight himself, in the back, you're looking at probably 20 inches tall, 12 inches as well. So average so far I'm looking at, when it comes to per character, is like 12 inches, and he's about 26 inches. So that's actually really good as far as size comparison towards Darkseid himself, because he's about 10 feet tall. Aquaman, right up here, he's about another 12 inches, but from the beautiful ocean water effect that he's coming out of, you're looking at probably, this is one of the tallest parts of the piece too. That's about 27 inches tall. So you're looking at roughly 30 inches tall, 27 inches tall. The rest are kind of like either 20 inch and so on and so forth downwards. The piece is phenomenal. I mean, as you look at everything put together, it tells a fantastic storyline as far as the League taking on their nemesis. So I'm going to try to bring now the camera a little closer so I can show you a little more in depth towards what you could be looking at when you actually buy this piece. So one of the cool things I noticed that I thought was really fantastic telling the story is the Flash running as he's going to do a final attack, and he has the mother box in his hand, which is pretty cool too. Is like you see this weapon that's from one of Darkseid's paradigm is laid on the rubble too. That's a pretty cool effect. I know there's a battery insert that goes into there for Batman Space Gun. I'm not going to attempt to try to do that, but it's supposed to like light up, I guess. So maybe I'll try it in the future, but I'm not really caring about doing that. Let's get into Wonder Woman, the Lasso of Truth, of course. You have the option of displaying it. I tell people, I go, if you're going to buy this statue, just make sure that you have to really connect her close so you can actually have it tied towards Darkseid's hand. I think the most underrated piece in this entire collection is Aquaman. I do not have an Aquaman statue, but this effect off the pier of the ocean water just rising up, and there he is, the King of Atlantis, with his trident ready to attack, is outstanding as far as a sculpt. I'm not a big Aquaman fan, but I like this piece a lot. This is pretty cool for an Aquaman piece. And I need to have it because it goes with the painting. It looks fantastic. Batman himself, there he is with his space gun, just ready to fire Darkseid to do whatever damage he can. Lantern, it's really cool how he has that effect. This was be very careful when you put this on, because this was very tricky to put this piece onto the power ring. I thought that was really cool, that effect. You know, just showing him like blasting into Darkseid. Martian Manhunter. Now that's something that you don't usually see, is a lot of Martian Manhunter statues. This is very well sculpted. You can see all the veins coming out and muscularity. It's super detailed. And I like that he has knocked unconscious or probably killed a parademon. He's totally unconscious as well too. He's just knocked to the fuck out. Then we get into Darkseid. Imposing, man. I mean, like this is a monstrous piece. Be prepared to. This thing weighs a lot too. Look at that face sculpt. Fantastic stuff. And finally, Superman up in the sky. He looks just amazing. I like this sculpt a lot. Overall, XM Studios have hit this out of the park. I give this an absolute 10 for 10. And there you have it. So that's what it looks like, more separated. The Justice League versus Darkseid XM Studios separated out edition.